It's not like a real scrap. It's not real.
Really? So they're not trying to knock each other out?
No.
Well, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever.
Tyson and Mayweather.
Yes.
But they like
Mike
money.
Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other.
Huh.
If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try. If you look at like the Jake Paul fight, no disrespect, and if you look at the Roy Jones fight, no disrespect.
Yeah.
They look like they were sparring.
Yeah.
Right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah.
Working. I do not know if Mike would honor any of those agreements.
Really?
If there was a moment
They've
to
had
crack.
beef for years.
Yeah. If there was a moment to really... Could he hit him? I mean, that little motherfucker can move still. At 50 years old, he's so slick.
Yep.
He's still in shape. He's still fit.
Now I'm told that it is happening, this Mayweather-Mike Tyson exhibition, and that it's going to happen April 25th in Congo. That's the plan right now.
In the Congo? Wait, is Don King part of this? It's in the Congo?
Let's bring him back, right?
Hey, let my people go, baby. Let's get it.
Joe Rogan didn't hesitate when the news broke about Floyd Mayweather stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson. You could almost hear the disbelief in his voice before he even finished the sentence. On the surface, he admitted, sure, it sounds electric, the kind of spectacle that pulls fans in and keeps them staring at the screen, waiting for something unforgettable to happen. And yes, he said, it would absolutely be entertaining to watch. But then came the turn. Rogan leaned into the uncomfortable truth. This would really be boxing, not the pure, unforgiving version of the sport that built legends. To him, it felt like something else entirely, something dressed up in nostalgia and hype, closer to a high-priced spectacle than a genuine war for legacy. The gloves might be real, the name's iconic, but the stakes? That's where he raised an eyebrow. In Rogan's view, this wasn't about proving who's better under the lights. It was about the draw, the dollars, the massive attention swirling around two historic names colliding one more time. And that twist changes everything.
That's so
It's just
weird.
money grabs.
It's
just,
so weird,
Yeah, it is weird. It's money grabs. I don't like it, but it's fun. You know, it's something to watch.
I'll hate on it, but I'll tune in.
Yeah, I'll tune in. It's, you know,
Athletes in
it's not
combat
real.
sports have ever crossed beyond the ring the way Tyson and Mayweather did. Their names didn't just live inside boxing. They became cultural symbols, headlines that stretched far outside the ropes. Rogan pointed out that because of that massive impact, the matchup would pull people in no matter what, fans, critics, even casual viewers who haven't followed a fight in years. There's something powerful about seeing two legends whose careers shaped eras stand across from each other again. And that curiosity alone, he suggested, is enough to sell tickets, break viewership records, and ignite conversations everywhere. People wouldn't just be tuning in for technique or strategy, they'd be watching to witness history collide with memory. It's that unanswered question of what if that keeps the buzz alive. Long after the promotion fades, that intrigue remains, proving that sometimes the story around the fight is bigger than the fight itself.
Magazine and Mike Coppinger, who broke this story. The Mike Tyson-Floyd Mayweather exhibition is tentatively set to take place on April 25th in the Congo. Sources have told Mike Coppinger. So they got somebody in the Congo to say yes to this, I guess. This is not Rumble in the Jungle. This is Stumble and Bungle, man. This is not it, dude. So yeah, apparently this is happening, and apparently it's in the Congo. And not only that, but apparently they have a date as well, because it's going to be on April 25th. Sources tell Mike Coppinger. So, in an otherwise packed month of boxing, we have Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder on the 4th. We have Tyson Fury on the 11th. Now we have Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather.
Multiple sports outlets are now reporting that Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather have officially agreed to step into an exhibition bout scheduled for April 25th, 2026, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a location that adds another layer of spectacle to the announcement. The fight will not impact their official professional records and is expected to operate under special exhibition rules designed to protect both legends while still delivering moments fans are eager to see.
Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are actually fighting each other. Not a drill, not a prank. This is actually happening. TMZ Sports has learned that 48-year-old Mayweather, 50-0, an absolutely unblemished record as a professional, stepping into the ring with 59-year-old Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, of course, who is perhaps the most feared boxer ever. Just an absolutely ferocious fighter, a vicious fighter. And he and Floyd are going to fight Now, the fight, we're told, is going to happen sometime in spring 2026. The exact date is not known to us right now, but the bottom line is that we have been told that this is actually happening. It's not something that may happen, may not happen. We have been told that Floyd Mayweather and that Mike Tyson have both signed on that X, that they have both agreed to actually do this thing, and yes, it is going to happen. What's great about it is that Mayweather and Floyd and Tyson, they have not had a great relationship over the years. They have had some tension. They're both, of course, all-time greats. I mean, look no further than ESPN just naming Floyd Mayweather the #1 boxer of the entire century. So these guys are, again, are Hall of Famers. They're everything that you could ever want in a fighter, but they are not friends, and they are not friendly, and they are going to get in there, and they are going to try and put hands on each other and try and, again, hurt one another inside that boxing ring. Now, there's a size disparity here. Let's be honest. It's not so
Multiple
much
sports
height.
outlets are now reporting that Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather have officially agreed to step into an exhibition bout scheduled for April 25th, 2026, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a location that adds another layer of spectacle to the announcement. The fight will not impact their official professional records and is expected to operate under special exhibition rules designed to protect both legends while still delivering moments fans are eager to see.
Question. I am Mike Tyson in his prime versus Money Floyd Mayweather in his prime. Who would win?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Also, when you see Floyd now, do he remind you of him? Do he remind you of yourself when you was rocking?
Yeah, to a certain degree, not totally, because he's not menacing. He's not a threat to the fact that he can hurt somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not that guy. You know what I mean? He's not going to hurt somebody. He's not going to go into a store and drag somebody out the store or do something ridiculous.
That you might have done.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything ridiculous like that. He's going to have somebody probably, but only because in a situation like that, when everybody loves you, you appear that everybody loves you. You don't know who really doesn't love you. You know, you're never going to have a chance to be at peace with yourself and to know who you really are, because there's too many people talking to you. Yes, from the outside to everybody, yes, doesn't look good. Yes, doesn't look good what's going on with him right now. You know, we could all be wrong, but from what we're seeing.
Moreover, Tyson himself made it official by dropping the promotional poster online, sending shockwaves through every corner of the combat sports world. The image showed both fighters side by side, wrapped in bold legend versus legend branding, with a caption that simply read "Coming soon." Simple, powerful, and impossible to ignore. No one ever truly expected these two icons from completely different eras to share the same ring, let alone publicly promote it like this. And the reaction was instant. Fans flooded the comments, analysts started dissecting every detail, and debates erupted everywhere about what this really represents. Is it a celebration of two careers that reshaped boxing history, giving fans one last cinematic chapter? Or is it something more controversial, a calculated move that risks turning legacy into leverage for attention and profit? The question lingers, and the conversation refuses to fade.
Mayweather versus Mike Tyson just got announced, man. I wasn't shocked. I was a little surprised, but I'm not jumping out of my chair to see a 60-year-old Mike Tyson fight a 50-year-old Floyd Mayweather. All we know about the fight so far is it's going to be had in 2026, which honestly is the best thing for Mike Tyson. Health-wise, he needs as much time as he can get in shape, to get in fight shape, to get in shape to go those 8 rounds, 2 minutes like he did with the Jake Paul fight. I'm going to speculate on the rounds and the rules of the fight, even though they're not out yet, because I'm pretty sure I know. It's going to be 8 rounds, 2 minutes, just like the Floyd Mayweather Deji fight and the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. To make up for the weight differential, of course, they're going to have some clause in the contract to where Floyd comes in at this weight, and Mike comes in at this weight. They're both probably going to be wearing 14-ounce gloves, or maybe Mike would get the heavier gloves and Floyd would get the smaller ones. This is what we normally see for these.
Despite the tension that has lingered between them over the years, Tyson hasn't completely shut the door on acknowledging what makes Mayweather who he is. Even while he pushes back against the bravado and the bold self-proclamations that define Mayweather's public persona, he still gives credit where it's undeniably due. Tyson has openly pointed to one clear truth: the relentless discipline, the grind behind closed doors, the repetition that built Mayweather into a machine inside the ring. It's that quiet commitment to hard work that even critics can't ignore. So even in a rivalry fueled by ego, legacy, and contrasting styles, respect still finds its way in through results. The conflict may spark headlines, but the acknowledgement of dedication reveals something deeper. That greatness, no matter how it's packaged, demands sacrifice.
Paid. Again, we talk about Mike and his past financial issues. I hope that that's not the same thing going on with him now, even though who knows how this man spends his money. He made a shit ton of money to fight Jake Paul, and good for him. His name value carried that fight, and it did a crazy number. I'm sure he'll make a crazy number here, but Floyd Mayweather is the one that seems like he needs the money more right now. Our guy, Andreas Hale, wrote a story that is kind of went somewhat viral. That's crazy, the laugh faces. Although Floyd Mayweather Jr. made hundreds of millions of dollars from his professional boxing career and topped the Forbes list as the highest paid athlete from 2012 to 2014, the boxer is said to have been shortchanged and filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Showtime. The lawsuit filed Tuesday, and obtained by ESPN seeks to recover hundreds of millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor.
This exhibition announcement has left fans and fight experts standing in disbelief, almost questioning whether what they're witnessing is real or some carefully staged chapter written for shock value. With a combined age that stretches beyond a century, critics are quick to argue that this matchup feels far more like spectacle than pure sport, a headline designed to ignite conversation rather than crown a contender. Two legends, both long removed from the relentless rhythm of their competitive primes, now stepping back into the ring for an event that feels less about legacy battles and more about pay-per-view numbers and global attention. It carries the weight of nostalgia, but also the sting of skepticism. Fans are torn between excitement and doubt, wondering if they're about to see history rekindled, or simply watch iconic names trade punches in a carefully controlled show built for drama.
It wasn't watching Mike barely be able to move and lose all explosivity and do exactly what I thought he would do at 58 years old. So that should have been the final straw for Mike Tyson. That should have been the one that goes, you know what? This is not working out. He had apparently damn near died of an ulcer or something like that in training for the Jake Paul fight. He will be 60 years old.
One of the most talked about concerns surrounding this fight is the reality of age and how far both men have traveled from their physical primes. By the time the exhibition takes place, Mike Tyson will be 59 years old and Floyd Mayweather will be 48, numbers that feel almost unreal when paired with their explosive reputations. Critics point to those ages and argue that at this stage, it can't carry the same athletic meaning or competitive edge it once would have. They question whether the matchup is truly about testing skill or simply capitalizing on names that still command attention. To skeptics, it feels less like a fight with sporting significance and more like a carefully packaged event designed to turn legacy into revenue. Yet even with that criticism echoing loudly, the interest remains undeniable, proving that age may slow the body, but doesn't erase the draw of greatness.
Facts. Super facts. It was the exhibition.
This exhibition, I think Floyd should keep on trying. I don't think he should fight a fucking cruiserweight, but I think he should continue fighting guys his weight. What the fuck is he doing, okay?
That was crazy. He did it. He got past it. Don't try it no more. And move on to something different. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Fight Pacquiao again or something. Keep in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because that was a different.
According to many analysts, the real danger for older fighters rarely comes from the exhibition rounds themselves. Those moments inside the ropes are controlled, slower, and designed to limit damage. The true risk hides long before fight night, buried inside training camp. To get ready, fighters still push their bodies through grueling cardio sessions, intense sparring, and strict weight management, testing joints and muscles that have already endured decades of punishment. Every round of preparation becomes a silent battle between ambition and physical limits. And while the spotlight focuses on the spectacle of the event, the unseen grind behind closed doors carries the heavier toll. That's where questions linger, not about performance under lights, but about recovery, resilience, and whether the body can still answer the demands of preparation at this stage.
Comes with success, all the trappings. I mean, he was just constantly,
You know Mike, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you had him in here?
Oh, a couple times. Yeah.
One of the most lovable people
I love
in the
him
world.
to death. Yeah, he's great.
You can't not love Mike
No.
if you know him.
No, if you know him, I mean, the first time I met him, it's hard to believe he's really in the room. You're like I can't believe he's real. Like he's right there. This is Mike
Right.
Tyson. 'Cause me as a child, I remember when I was a kid. I guess I wasn't a child. I'm only a year younger than him. But when he lost to Buster Douglas, I didn't watch it until after the fight. I watched a replay of it, and I still expected him to win. You know how crazy that is? Like, that's the kind of aura.
So
that
you've
Mike
read
Tyson
in the paper
has.
and on the web that he's lost, but
When asked about Floyd Mayweather's recent exhibition against a much heavier cruiserweight opponent, Mike Tyson couldn't help but react with a mix of amusement and disbelief, almost like he was watching something that blurred the line between competition and performance. He questioned the logic of a natural welterweight stepping into the ring with someone significantly bigger, calling the setup strange and, in his view, unnecessary. Tyson's words carried clear frustration about how exhibitions are sometimes arranged more for shock value and spectacle than for real sporting integrity. To him, boxing has always meant competition, fairness, and proving yourself under pressure, not engineered matchups designed to maximize attention. Seeing such size mismatches unfold reminded him less of a serious fight and more of a carefully staged show, almost like a circus act wrapped in gloves and bright lights. And that criticism now hangs over their own upcoming exhibition, leaving fans wondering whether it will feel authentic or purely theatrical when the moment finally arrives.
Floyd, no chance. Also, even if it does happen, it's just like, who really cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not them at their highest level. It's an exhibition. Everybody will clown on it when it eventually does happen.
There is a way that exhibitions can be fun. Tyson versus Roy Jones was actually like the best version of that, right? An exhibition that like I thought was exciting, delivered for the fans, but also that was so long ago for Mike Tyson. The version that we saw
like
against
early
Jake Paul-
50s.
Yeah, the version that we saw against Jake Paul just can't
Against
do it
the
anymore.
guy around his size, too. Floyd Mayweather is not that.
Roy's pretty small, but
So
no, not as small as Floyd though.
Yeah, Roy fought at heavyweight at one time.
Yeah, Floyd is very small.
Mike Roy was super interesting. Was in the very kind of early stages of the pandemic.
Yeah,
8 months in, but we were
Yeah.
still kind of dark and depressed at that.
After the deaths of Cam Otto and Jimmy Jacobs, the structure that once kept Tyson grounded slowly disappeared, and with it, the discipline that sharpened his edge. His days shifted into something different. The focus faded. The routine slipped. Partying became heavier, nights stretched longer, and the grind that once defined his dominance started losing priority to the noise surrounding his fame. Attention followed him everywhere, pulling him in every direction, feeding ego while quietly draining preparation. On top of that, legal battles and public personal conflicts piled up, creating emotional pressure and mental fatigue that no training camp could easily fix. Instead of breaking down opponents with study and strategy, he leaned more on raw power and that fear factor he'd built earlier in his career. Overconfidence crept in, replacing calculated aggression with the belief that his aura alone could carry him through. But when he stepped in against opponents who were disciplined and fully prepared, those small lapses in focus turned into costly openings. And in boxing, timing like that doesn't forgive.
And F it, you might as well. I want to say this, though. If you guys thought Mike Tyson was pulling punches against Jake Paul and that wasn't real, well, he ain't gonna pull no punches against Floyd. Like, that dude has shown that he ate it. Remember his feint punch at Floyd?
Legend joining us tonight.
Floyd ain't moved, though.
Legend joining us tonight.
Balls of iron. But if Iron Mike Tyson threw he got balls.
Helwani argued that if Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather faced off today, it would almost certainly land as an exhibition, a controlled, low-risk event built more for entertainment and financial impact than for proving anything inside the ropes. Both men are long past their competitive primes. Tyson would be approaching 60, and Mayweather has already stepped back into a semi-retired rhythm. Because of that reality, fans wouldn't really treat the outcome as a defining sporting result. Instead of debating who is technically the better boxer, most people would approach it with skepticism, seeing it as a spectacle first, competition second. The reactions would likely drift toward jokes, viral memes, and sharp criticism rather than pure excitement. Analysts often compare it to Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., a matchup that actually connected because the timing felt right. During a period when sports were limited, nostalgia was at its peak, and both fighters carried legendary status without pretending to be in their physical prime. That context created meaning. Without that kind of moment, questions linger about whether this fight can capture the same energy, or if it simply becomes another headline built around names instead of necessity.
I'm pretty sure I'd be upset too if I was somebody else. I'd be mad at Mayweather too. How the for 29 years or 30 years you keep getting money like this? I'd be mad too. I'd be hating on Mayweather too. Continue to hate. You know, people only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. See, I'm balling the crocodile phones, Himalayan phones, crocodile bags. It's my life, man. Keep hating. That's bad. The NFL started today. This is my football. My football green. My gloves is...
Straight after confirming the exhibition fight with Tyson, Floyd Mayweather didn't stay quiet. He did what he's always done best, turn the spotlight into a stage. On social media, he leaned fully into his bold persona, trolling critics while embracing the attention that followed the announcement. Videos quickly surfaced on his Instagram story, showing him cruising on his private jet, casually counting thick stacks of cash, like it was just another routine moment in his world. He packed the money away, flexed designer pieces, rolled out luxury items like exotic crocodile bags and high-end specialty phones, and branded himself once again as the bread man. It wasn't subtle, it was intentional. A statement that success is his language and dominance is part of his brand. While fans debated the fight's legitimacy, Mayweather was reinforcing a familiar message. Controversy, spectacle, and attention only amplify his image as someone who thrives when the noise gets louder.
Now, they have a history of bad blood between the two. Well, more so on the part of Mike Tyson. He just simply does not like Floyd Mayweather. They went through some things. They used to be cool. They used to be friends. And Floyd Mayweather even fought on Mike Tyson's cards. But now they have a strained relationship. And now they're going to fight an exhibition bout. This was... I don't even know what to say about this, right? But why not Floyd versus Roy Jones Jr.? Because Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather have been going back.
Some analysts believe this potential exhibition didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's rooted in years of quiet tension and public subtle shots exchanged between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. Over time, both legends have taken moments in interviews and media appearances to poke at each other, sometimes directly, sometimes through carefully worded comments. Tyson has at times questioned Mayweather's persona, suggesting that his confidence can blur into arrogance when viewed through the lens of combat sport tradition. Meanwhile, Mayweather has occasionally downplayed the dominance of earlier heavyweight eras, hinting that styles and standards evolve and indirectly challenging how past champions might adapt today. Those remarks never fully exploded into a public feud, but they never disappeared either. And now, looking back, those comments feel less like random opinions and more like pieces of a long-building narrative that may have quietly set the stage for this unexpected face-off.
Roy is still bigger than Floyd, but as far as that goes, he still fought that made his name at 54, 60, 68, and 75, right? Now, he did go up to heavyweight, but they've been going back and forth. They've been jawing back and forth and going viral, going at each other. That would make more sense. I don't know where this came from and how this even came about, but we're going to get Floyd Mayweather in 2026 versus Iron Mike Tyson in the exhibition bout. Two legends, they're going to get their money. I guess Netflix is just looking to put out big money. I'm hearing that it's going to be on Netflix, right? It's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds and plays out. But this came out of nowhere. It's just bizarre.
At one point, conversations inside boxing circles seemed to point toward Mayweather stepping into an exhibition with another legend, Roy Jones Jr., a matchup many felt made more sense on paper. Their closer size, similar weight backgrounds, and shared identity as speed-based, technically sharp fighters made it feel natural, almost predictable in comparison. Both built careers around movement, defense, and precision rather than relying on heavyweight force, which gave that idea a certain competitive logic. So when the concept of Mayweather facing Tyson suddenly emerged instead, it caught fans and analysts completely off guard. The shock itself fueled the momentum. People started questioning what truly drove the shift. Was it personal pride simmering beneath old comments, public rivalries resurfacing, or simply a business opportunity too massive to ignore? That uncertainty turned speculation into headlines and made the unexpected pairing feel even bigger than anyone initially imagined. What do you think about a possible Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson exhibition? Is it a dream matchup for nostalgia, or just a headline built for business? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let the debate begin.